Okay, we are live. All right. Welcome everyone to today talk show, The Moment. Today, we are very privileged to have another gentleman by the name of Mr. Clement Heng, which are better known as Old Mandano of Malaysia. There's a reason why he's called the Old Mandano of Malaysia. But today, he will speak on something that is very in the very heart of him, and Jesus has given him the moment in his life where he will be able to tell you what actually is going to happen in his life for the next 30 minutes. So stay tuned, and let us welcome Brother Clement Heng in our midst and let him tell a little bit more about himself. Yes, over to you, Mr. Clement Heng.
Thank you, Pastor Joshua, for having me on this moment session with you. I'm privileged to join this session. And actually, today we're going to share the moment. It's about the moment of having the charity drive, doing the charity drive for the underprivileged or the community of the disadvantaged group. Actually, I'm a corporate person for the last 30 years before I retired. And after retired, I wanted to write a book about my experience for the past 30 years corporate and put into a book. And I got these ideas that I should use this program and this session to do a charity for the underprivileged. But somehow I never have the experience of doing the charity drive in my 30 years. Corporate is too busy, you know. The most is that we tag along with whatever company CSR program and then go and visit the old folk home or children orphanage home. You know, that's all those kind of program, but it's not initiated by us. So when this idea came into me, but I do not know how I got this courage to go up on stage to somehow to commit that I'm going to launch the book and I'm going to drive 100,000, putting a target of 100,000 for this charity book. I don't know where the courage come from, but I believe that it's come from God that I should set the target high and I just blast it out 100,000. And in fact, there are certain people who forgot about it. Some people remembered about it. And actually, I got it through for 52,000, which I'm very happy about it. And also along the way, which I never expect, I got the Malaysian Book of Record out of it. However, I was thinking that I should do this type of things. Once I achieved that, I was thinking that I should do every 5 years. As I share with you, Pastor, every 5 years I should do this type of program, not every 2 or 3 years or every year's kind of thing. So then I was planning that actually is 65 years old. In fact, I looked at the calendar at 65 years old, my birthday, or what was the day it fall on, and I want to launch something on the 65th birthday. But somehow, the opportunity came again during last year, the floods, which is a lot of people have this problem. A lot of people are affected by the floods in December and November, December, and January. So at that time I was thinking that how could I ask myself, how could I contribute and help this flood victim? I do not know where I should start with. I just pray to God. How do I which project? So many people, which one should I go about? And do you know what? Suddenly, my friend, someone who posted in the chat group there and looking for the water filter for orang asli. And that is the one that I have provide the orang asli, the previous village there, provide them. I know I have this water filter, and I immediately tagged to him, said I can contribute water filter. I know that when you are flood, you're out from the place and you need a clean water. So immediately the next day, we arranged about 30 or 50 water filter to go inside there. And the moment I go there, the scene was so touching, it's so devastating. Because the Orang Asli village, about 500 families there, the whole village was wiped out, and they have to run away to the higher ground. No school, all right, no day one, but they go on in the this palm oil estate, and they make a makeshift which is very simple and very simple and very unhuman to stay in that kind of area. And I immediately took a video, and I do not know what I'm going to do video, but I said this type of situation I must record down. And when I came back, it prompted me, God prompted me that share this video to your friend. So I just take the video and share to a friend. Amazingly, I didn't ask for the donation, right? I didn't plan that, but God prompted me to share the video, and my friends start calling me, and they say, hey, I want to donate 10,000, 5,000, 3,000, without asking. Pastor, without asking, can you imagine this scenario, Kemi? You know,
Yeah.
So I was amazed. I mean, if this is not God in work, who else? Because I did not ask for them. And suddenly the total that money that we came in, it came to about, plus the food or plus whatever they buy, plus the cash, all this thing is about 40,000. So I really thank God that, you know, I feel that it is actually God is working and asking me to help this group of people.
Okay, let me recap, Brother Clement. So you say that you have what do you call that? Raised a fund of about 52,000 for charity a few years through your book in December 2021 last year. That is first raising of the 52,000.
No, that was in 2019, Pastor.
Oh, not 2019. Oh, it's 2019.
Yeah.
You again, oh yeah, in December 2021 last year, you again raised about 40,000 for the OA or the Orang Asli flood victim, right?
Yeah, flood victim.
Okay, that's lead me to the question. All right, Black Clement, is raising fund a yearly affair for you for his glory? Yeah, because I believe that you have do it well, because you have put the acronym JOY in action. Acronym JOY, Jesus first, O, others, and you. So you have do it very well. And so now my question is raising fund a yearly affair for you, right, Clement? Yeah, let's hear from you.
As I said just now, I don't intend to do it yearly. I intend to do it every 5 years.
5 years, huh?
Yeah, every 5 years. But this opportunity prompted by God to do it for the flood victim came in last year, so it become like 2 years once, like that. 2 years once, yeah. So it's prompted by God, and I go ahead and share the video, and the money just flooded in without asking. This is very amazing.
Yeah.
I share with my friend, they don't believe it, that you never open your mouth that you can get the donation. I said, seriously, swear, I didn't ask for the money and it just come. Yeah.
Wonderful, huh? Yeah. So I believe Black Clement have this Midas touch, for raising fund, you know, wherever he touch, and then the money will just come in. Now, when you first started for your grand charity drive, actually, back to, I mean, for those who are just came in, yeah, for the benefit of those who came in.
Yeah, basically it's my 60th birthday, that one that I do.
60th birthday, wow.
60th birthday.
Okay, yeah.
Launch that I did for the book launch. But I reflect back in my life, I actually have some experience of asking for donations since my younger day. I was raised in a Malay kampung, and somehow the kampung Chinese families are very passionate about Chinese education. So they gather up together and form a Chinese independent primary school, right? And they employ 2 teachers, a very small, only two classroom, cater for standard 1 to standard 6. So those are the days that I started to, we have to go back at home after school, have to go out and ask for donation for the school. And those donations are actually the salaries for the teacher. Wow. So those are the days that I remember that I did the donation, asking for donation.
I see.
Yeah.
So this can be said is a really inspiration from the Lord. Yeah, Clement is very clear.
Yes,
That is
definitely.
very inspired from the Lord. Then,
Yeah.
and my question is, how did it started, and what's your moment that ignite it?
Yeah, the moment is that I actually never planned to have that high figure. I just want to launch the book, for charity. And most of the people, in fact, I share with one person that I want to raise about 100,000. That person have experience of raising about 1 million.
Wow.
For the church. And at that time, the economy was not so good. He said, you must be crazy or asking people to donate at this time, 100,000. But somehow I have a peace in my mind that I will be able to get it through. So the peace of the Lord put in your heart, and then you can go out and do very peacefully and very confidently. That was the first experience I started. And of course, the flood waiting was the second one. And I hope in future I will be able to do more for the Lord, for the Orang Asli ministry.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you got a heart for this, especially for the Orang Asli ministry, yeah, Clement. And what actually mendorong or inspire you to do that for this group of indigenous people?
Well, if you look at the origin of this land, Orang Asli is the first son of the land, of this land. So they are the one. In fact, Orang Asli have the total population they have in Malaysia is about 200,000. Only 200,000 of them. And when I study about the facts of Orang Asli, you'll be amazed. Their lifespan is about 50 years old only, as compared to the lifespan of Malaysia is about 75. So they are, about 25 years lesser than us. And you see, not much help to get them to be, independent, financially independent. So I find that we need to step up to help Orang Asli, in whatever ways that we can help them. So I joined the group in the church to serve Orang Asli. So we have 4 teams. We take rotation every week. So we go there, and every week we help the children of about 15 to 20 to do a tuition for them. Yeah, we do a tuition for them, and also we celebrate Father's Days, Mother's Days, and also Christmas or whatever celebration we do, and then call their children and also the parents come together and celebrate. It's a celebration together with the Orang Asli ministry, and that gave me an opportunity to actually to witness their wedding. I never know how the wedding of Orang Asli was held. How was the ceremony, all these things. So when they have the opportunity, they invite us. Then we got the opportunity to witness their culture of wedding as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very true. I myself is involving in Orang Asli ministry in a smaller way. And then I also give tuition to the children. And I still remember one of the day, they write the B is the other way around one. I think Brad Clement will know what I'm trying to say, and it's the other way around. So I think they have this maybe inherited from their ancestor or whatever, but it's okay. I think you are doing a very good job for the Lord. And okay, by the way, for those who have any question for Brad Clement, you can type it there in the chat box, or you can actually raise your hand, and we will give the your question to Brad Clement to answer any of your question that you want him to answer. Now, okay, before we go any further, Brad Clement, I think you have lived a very successful life in, if I can say, all right, from the time where you graduated, and then you have climbed the ladder of success into this various position that you hold while you were in a corporate ladder, and especially in this financial position that you are in. Like for example, you are also a certified professional trainer, and all those titles that you have accumulated. Now, that to history, I mean, if we can go back in time. Now, what are the moments during that time that able to see you launch your career?
Well, the career launch is actually way back about 30 years old, but 30 years ago. That was the first time I applied for job in this through the university where they have an advertisement there. And those days we just apply whatever appear in the university, not through the newspaper. So when I applied the job, I'm very blessed that I got it through, and from there, I actually continue to study during my corporate days, continue to take professional exam, continue to improve myself, continue to do a self-learning program, and never stop learning. So throughout the 30 years, I have accumulated about 7 professional this examination, certification, all these things. Then, right. So I believe that I have attitude of learning, because the more, as people say, the more you learn, the more you know, more to know, or very little that you know about. So learning is part of my nature, and I continue to read every day as well, and continue to learn. So even after the retirement, I put my my experience put into the books. So I want to share with you, Pastor. After I have a successful this donation drive with this, I'm going to launch another book very soon.
That's good.
I'm going to launch the book where I'm going to write about the help, and I'm going to do the donation drive.
Okay.
Yeah, donation drive. And this time I call up my friend during the Chinese New Year. They have verbally agreed, and they have verbally supported me. And I believe that I will be able to launch the book successfully with the friend support, with a lot provision and blessing. And the topic will be about the health, where the seniors are all concerned about, to live healthily until 100 years old.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I believe in what you, and I echo with what you say. First of all, I think I just revise what you say. First of all, you say that health is wealth, which I agree. And then you say that attitude is everything, which is I agree also, because it is the attitude and not the aptitude nor the altitude that determine the success in life. Wonderful presentation by Brother Clement. And for those of you who have any questions that would like to ask Brother Clement, you can type it in the chat box, or you can just raise your hands and I will give the platform to you to ask Brother Clement. I believe that this is a rare opportunity to ask Brother Clement of his expertise, so to speak, of raising funds, because this is a very good, because he's not doing it for himself, but he's doing it especially for the indigenous people of Malaysia, that is the Orang Asli. So, all right. So, okay. Before we go any further, we would like to say that next week, not next week, sorry, on the 3rd of March, we will have another Greek man of God who was what do you call it, a gangster, and now turned to God. Just keep your calendar open for the 3rd of March. There will be the next session of the moment. Now, all right, back to Brother Clement. All right, now Brother Clement is an inspiration for us to know your career movement. That's the reason why I want you, if you have any words for those aspiring job seekers and career path movers, for that, this particular group of people, because I believe you have something to share for them in regard to this. Okay, over to you, Brother Clement.
Yeah, that's a very good question, Pastor. I think the biggest challenge of all the employees that are working out there, or those people who are climbing the corporate ladders, I think the biggest challenge of every one of us are facing is about the productivity. So we have to focus on our productivity. So how would the productivity, how can we improve our productivity in our corporate life? I believe there are few ways. I used to do this during my corporate days. I will write down all the things that I need to do for the daily task. So writing the task down is a very important habit that we need to cultivate. So there is people saying that you write down 6 tasks, but I don't believe in writing 6 tasks. Actually, we can just write down whatever task that you want. I will write down 3 types of tasks every day in our life in order to increase the productivity. First one, you write down what are the things that you need to do today. whether it's 16, 17, or 18, you just write down that you need to do today. And there are things that you can delegate. Then you say, okay, this delegate to who, but you need to write down that what are the things that you need to do. But certain things that you cannot delegate, you have to do it yourself. That's one. Things to do one day. The second thing you need to do is the urgent things. A lot of urgent things that we need to focus, but we forgot. Sometimes we don't write, then it becomes urgent. So those are we try to reduce the urgent tasks, but the things that we can't avoid, certain things, the urgent tasks will come in. So you have to write down what are the urgent tasks that you need to focus on in your life. Now, the third thing is very important. Write down the things that are important but not urgent. Right? For example, reading. Reading is not urgent, but it's very important. Right? So, so those are the things that you have to write down, 3 categories that every day you write down. And later on, Pastor, I find out these are one of the ways that you can improve your productivity in a very tremendous way. But one way is that I find out that you can jumpstart or improve immediately your productivity. Is that I share this one. I'll be sharing in my book, but I will share now. Every day, evaluate yourself, right? Instead of your wait for your boss to evaluate you in 6 months' time or in every 12 months' time. So that is the boss duty to evaluate you, whether to see whether you have contributed so much or what you need to improve, all these things. So that are the external factors that evaluate yourself. But in order to improve ourselves, that we need to do our own evaluation every day. So meaning to say every day you have your to-do list, all right? And then at the end of the day, you just evaluate yourself. Give the point to you, whether you are scoring 8 or 9 or 5. Sometimes we are so unproductive in the office there. We chit-chat, we criticize the boss, we sing too much of these social medias, those kind of things. And because of those things, that at the end of the day, you evaluate, you find that you actually very unproductive today. Then you just get 5 for me. Yeah? When you get 5 also, you have to write down what is the reason why your productivity is so low. Right? So then if you got 9, if your productivity on that day is 9 out of 10, then you have to also write down what are the reasons that your productivity is so high. Right? So in this way, you will be improving your productivity in a very tremendous way. And I believe that you will be outstanding in your performance if you can do this, because you are not depending for your boss to evaluate you, but you evaluate yourself for your self-improvement. And these are the tactics I find that very, very useful and very, very beneficial. So for those people who are out there who are corporate employees, all right, or even the bosses also, these are the ways that can improve your productivity for yourself and also for your team.
Yeah, wonderful. Well said and well illustrated by Brother Clement about the germs of the principles of getting things done. All right. I still remember in his book, be the most productive employee and salesperson. He mentioned that in chapter 2. Do it today. Yeah. That is to eradicate any what do you call that? Any delay in action. Yeah. So I find that Brother Clement is very, very true to himself, because he will not tell others to do if he himself doesn't do it. For example, he is a reader. And I always say that a leader is always a reader, but a reader might not be a leader. In that, all right, we come almost to the end of the show. But before that, I would like to ask Brother Benjamin, you have any question for Pastor Benjamin? You have any question for Brother Clement? I'm sure you have something in mind.
Yeah. God bless Pastor Brother Clement for his sharing. I have one just to add up to that. In the Bible, if you read in Luke chapter 12, verse 33, Jesus was encouraging the people to give to charity. If you read that verse, you will say, give to charity. And I think what Brother Clement is doing is a wonderful job. If you honor him and you give he's so gracious to give, the heart of giving is something that the Lord favors. Whatever mean channels that we are trying to go through in terms of donation or work of charity, well, God is pleased with you. I think if you read in Proverbs chapter 19, verse 17, it tells that very clearly. When you lend your, whatever things that you want to give it to people, God say you are actually honoring Him. And the repaying is from Him back to you. And sure enough, by the grace of God, this will add up a blessing to you, Brother Clement. And I pray that God will continue to lead you in the goodwill of charity. May God bless you wonderfully. Yeah? Praise God. Amen.
Praise the Lord. Thank you, Pastor, for the nice words. I really thank God for the leads, because as the flood meeting donation, as I said before, is all about the God is at work. Because I never open my mouth. I never open my mouth to my friend. I never ask from them. I just post the video, and they just call up and they say, I want to donate to you. I can't believe, I can't believe that the amount came to be so big, and I definitely, it's not my work, Pastor. It's definitely not my work. It's work. The Lord is at work.
The power of grace in the will of God is for you to do that. So I think as time goes, you'll definitely be blessed. Your work will be blessed, and definitely God will lead you even more further to charities work. I believe that in the spirit. God bless you.
Yes, I pray that the next charity project will be more successful than the previous one, with the God blessing.
You will be.
With the God blessing. And
God bless you. God bless you. God bless
thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So there you have it, Brother Clement Heng, with his fantastic Midas task of raising fund. Now, we sum up today, what do you call it, a program, by saying that, if you attempt great things for God, you will get great rewards from God, because everything is from the Lord. All right. So we thank you very much, Brother Clement, to come in today's program. I believe he already able to inspire and encourage a lot of people. With that, we see you again on the 3rd of March, where another man of God will share about his testimony, how he became from a gangster to a man of God. With that, bye everyone.